Spinning. Okay. Looks good. Like, see if it'll play on the website.
Okay.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, good.
All right. Okay. Trying to find. I'm gonna duck out.
Okay.
Oops, wrong way.
There we go. All right, and welcome to Yoga Flow Monday night Yoga Flow. We're just a little different time tonight. With the library's got another event scheduled at 6, so we're going to go from now until 5:45, and then the time will be back to 5:30 to 6:30 on Wednesday. So since we've only got 45 minutes, we're going to get right into it. So let's start. And thank you for watching today, or whenever you do watch. Thank you for watching. Let's start lying down just for a moment. Get yourself comfortable. Give yourself a moment. And take just a couple of breaths. Notice how you're feeling on this Monday evening. Notice the flow of your breath. Notice how your body feels. Notice where your mind is at. And I've been thinking recently in my own personal practice about my connection to my body. And sometimes when I'm practicing, I feel whole and complete and I guess like unified is a good word. But other times I feel almost like I'm in pieces. Like my foot is not connected to my brain, or my arms and my legs are not on the same wavelength. And so I don't know if this is true for you, but it's true for me. And so in our yoga practice, what we're trying to do is trying to find that unity where we feel connected to our body, we feel connected to our mind, and we feel whole, right? And so that's the goal. The goal is to feel whole, to feel connected. And so we're gonna work on that a little bit tonight. So when you're ready, on your exhale, slowly bring your knees up into your chest. Hug your knees in. Let's rock and roll a little bit. Massage out your lower back. And then inhale, come back to center. We're going to take your feet straight up towards the ceiling. Knees do not have to be totally straight here, especially if your legs are feeling a little tight. Keep them bent to start because we haven't really done much yet. So give your legs a moment here. If you want to keep your hands on your legs, you can grab the backs of your legs. You can use your hands as a little pressure for the front of your legs. If it feels better to you just to let them sprawl, you can do that. Point and flex through your feet a couple times. Getting a little bit of movement. Say hello to your feet. We have a tendency sometimes to talk about our bodies as if we're not part of them. Like, my body's doing this, or my body's sabotaging me today. Or when we realize when we talk about our bodies, we aren't talking about ourselves. We are talking about ourselves. We are our toes, we are our fingers. We are essentially more than that, right? But this is our suit for right now. This is our vessel, our ship, and it is part of us. And so just finding that wholeness can be very grounding. When you're ready, we're going to do a couple ankle circles going one way. And then switch and go the other way. And then when you feel ready, hug your knees in toward your chest. Take your arms out into a T. Drop your knees over to the left, coming into your twist. Right shoulder is going to melt down. Again, gaze anywhere that feels good. You can look straight up. You can look over your right shoulder, over your left shoulder. Just notice how it feels here. Notice where you feel it. And then take your time. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, drop your knees over to the right, coming into your twist on the other side. Left shoulder melts down. Again, just a couple breaths here. Notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling. And then inhale, bring your knees back to center. And then from here, we're going to either rock and roll. You can rock and roll up and down your spine a couple times. Or if you want to roll over onto your right side or left side and use your hands to come up, you're going to come all the way up to seated. And then make your way right onto hands and knees. So hands are going to come underneath your shoulders. Knees come underneath your hips. And let's cat-cow a couple times. So on your inhale, you're going to arch your spine and look up. Exhale, round and drop your head. And then just keep going. Follow your breath. Feel your hands on the floor here. Feel your feet. Toes can be tucked under here if you want them flat on the ground. So you can do that too. What feels good. Or you can move them with you. Just take a moment to recognize that they're there. They're there to support you. And then on your next inhale, let's come back to a flat back. Square everything off. Feel your belly draw up towards your spine just a little bit. And then inhale, take your right leg out behind you. And if it feels okay, take your left arm out in front of you. Lengthen here. Take your belly in towards your spine just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, set it down. Let's switch sides. So again, hugging in towards the center. Inhale, left leg's going to draw back. Maybe inhale, right arm reaches forward. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, set it down. We're going to do one more on each side. Same thing. We're not moving much here because I want you to be really mindful about feeling your arm and your leg. So again, inhale, take your right leg back. So feel your whole leg all the way down to the tips of your toes. Inhale, reach your right or left arm forward. You can do same arm, same leg. A little more awkward. Take a breath. And then on your next exhale, slowly set that down. One more time. So inhale, take your left leg back. Exhale, reach your right arm forward if you want to. Remember, this is optional to reach the arm. Take a deep breath here. And then exhale, set it down. Good. And then on your next exhale, tuck your toes, press yourself back, either downward facing dog or hips and heels for child's pose. Both options are good. If you're in your down dog, remember knees can be bent here, or you can press them towards straight. Or if you want to pedal out your feet a couple times, move it around. Go for it. Make it feel nice. Take a long, deep breath in. And then take your time on your next inhale. Slowly walk your feet all the way forward to meet your hands. Come into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Dangle here for a moment. You can let go of your head. You want to grab opposite elbows. Feel your feet grounding down on the floor. Feel your inner thighs pressing back towards the back of your mat. And see if you can really let your head go. And then when you feel ready, you're going to let go of whatever you got going on with your hands. Put a little bend in your knees. And slowly take your time here. You're going to roll yourself all the way up to stand, stacking your spine as you go. And once you reach the top, roll your shoulders back. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Again, ground down through your feet. Feel your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Feel the crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. So now we're just going to align the breath with your movement. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Do that one more time. Inhale, arms reach up. So you're just moving with your breath. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. No rush here. Make it feel nice. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open it. Exhale, hands come to heart. Pause here. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And think about an intention for your practice today. So setting an intention for your practice. What is it that you need? Maybe you want to focus on feeling whole in your body, feeling connected to your body, feeling accepting of your body. Maybe you want to focus on something else. So whatever that is, breathe into that for one breath. And then when you feel ready, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, flat back. Exhale, let's fold. Plant your hands. You're going to step your left foot back, coming back into your lunge. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, set your back knee down. On your inhale, you're going to press into that front foot. We're going to come up into a low lunge. If you're feeling wobbly today, remember you can keep your hands low. They can stay on the floor or your front thigh or your blocks even. Take your tailbone down, feel your low belly lift. Inhale. Exhale, hands will move all the way down to the floor. Then you're going to keep your left hand down, open your right arm up and twist. If you want to tuck your left toes under and extend that left knee off the floor, go for it. If it feels better to you to keep that left knee down, do that. Take another deep breath here. And then exhale, right hand comes down. We're going to step your right foot back. Coming back into a plank or a kneeling plank. So knees can be on the floor here or they can be up. Take a breath. Notice how you feel in plank. And then exhale, let's press it back, downward facing dog or child's pose. We'll get there. We'll just build on it today. Long, deep breath. Noticing how you feel, noticing the flow of your breath. And then on your next inhale, take your time. Slowly step your left foot forward. Inhale, get long, look forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. So again, if you've got blocks or a couple big books, you can put your hands there. Or keep a little bend or a pretty big bend in that front knee. We're just going for a stretch in the back of the leg. So give yourself just a couple breaths here. And then on your exhale, bend your left knee. Step your right foot forward, come back into your fold. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Feel your feet grounding down into the floor. Feel the top of your head reaching up towards the sky. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward, forward, forward. You're just moving with your breath. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Again, plant your hands, step your right foot back this time. Inhale, look forward, get long. Exhale, bring your back knee to the floor. Again, you can stay here, bring your hands to your thigh, or inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Take a couple of breaths here. So tailbone's going to lengthen down. Reach up. Again, if you feel wobbly, it's all right. Notice the wobbles. Be okay with it. The practice all in its own. Take another breath. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. You're going to keep your right hand down, open your left arm up and twist. Breathe. If you want to tuck your right toes under and extend that right knee off the floor, go for it. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the flow of your breath. And then exhale, left hand's going to come down. Step your left foot back. Let's come back into our plank or our kneeling plank again. Get long in your spine. Belly towards your spine. Notice how you feel here. And then exhale, press it back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Take a breath. Notice the flow of your breath. Notice how you're feeling. And then on your inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly step your right foot forward between your hands. You can get long in your spine here, lengthen. Exhale, straighten your front leg and fold. Take a couple breaths. Feel that right hip wrapping back. Remember, hands can be on blocks or books or water bottles or whatever you got. Get creative. Remember, you can keep a little bend or a big bend in that right knee. We're just going for a stretch in the back of the leg. Breathe. And then exhale, bend your front knee. Slowly step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Opening up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Feeling this whole body, this whole vessel of yours, and knowing that exactly how it is now, it's already perfect. It is. We're not fighting a battle with it. We're living our lives in our bodies. Give yourself a breath. And then when you feel ready, take your time. You're going to slowly shift your weight into your left foot. Right knee is going to pop up. So I'm going to turn towards you. You can stay where you are. You're either going to come onto your toes here or right toes here. Bring your knee up a little bit. You can let that foot hover. Or if you want to bring it all the way up and hook that knee in, go for it. Remember, if you've got a wall nearby and you want to like stand and hold the wall to do this too, that's also a nice option, especially for a wobbly day. Every day is different. So notice here that left hip sometimes wants to jut out. See if you can pull that in towards the center. We're not going anywhere here, so give yourself a breath. And then exhale, slowly set your right foot down. Good. You're just establishing the shape. So again, same thing other side. So you're going to shift your weight into your right foot. And again, either left toes stay down. This may be plenty. Or left toes hover. Or if you want to pull that knee all the way in, go for it. Wall or no wall. Make your choice. And then again, that right hip sometimes wants to go out, wants to really support you. But see if you can pull it in towards the midline so you can stay nice and stacked. Give yourself a breath here. And then exhale, release your left foot down. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. You're going to plant your hands again, step your left foot back. So this time we're going to stay on the ball of the back foot and take your time here. We're going to come all the way up. High lunge. Notice how you feel here. Little bend in that back knee. If that helps, take your tailbone down, feel your low belly lift. Take a breath. Notice your breath. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. We're going to pause here just for a moment. So again, take your time. Establish your lunge. Again, hands can be on the floor or the blocks. And then exhale, put a little bend in that back knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. You're just getting into your hip flexor a little bit. Exhale, put a little bend in your back knee. Inhale, straighten your leg. One more time. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Good. On your next exhale, you're going to slowly step yourself back. We're going to come back into your plank or kneeling plank. Take your time here. And then on your exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomach. Inhale into your cobra. So you're going to roll your shoulders back, press into your hands, open up your heart. You can keep it low here, or you can go up a little bit higher. We're pretty warm now, so do what feels good to you. And then exhale, press yourself back, down dog or hips to heels for child's pose. So again, we're not rushing it. If you feel like you're rushing it, slow it down. And if you feel like you want to move faster, kind of be observant with that. See why. Like, why do I feel like I need to move faster? Then on your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly step your left foot forward. Get long here, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your back knee down to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. Low lunge. Heart opens up. Exhale, hands come down. Step your right foot forward, come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up. Put your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands come to heart. All right, and then from here, shift your weight into your right foot. We're going to come up into tree pose with the left foot either to the ankle. You can turn your leg out to the calf. Or all the way up onto your thigh. Try to avoid your knee here. Your knee is very mobile, and you want to keep it there that way for a long time. So keep pressing that left leg out to the left. Again, right hip's going to want to pop out. See if you can bring it in towards the midline. Hands can come to your heart. They can open up. They can open out. Be your own tree today. But feel yourself supported. There's usually a little dance that happens in that bottom foot. That's okay. Feel it. Try not to fixate on it. Feel your left foot pressing into your right leg, and your right leg also pressing into your left foot, like they're supporting each other. Take another breath, and then exhale, let it go. Release your hands, release your leg, come back to center. Remember, you can also do this at a wall too. So same other side. Shift your weight into your left foot, right foot's gonna pop up, turn it out. Again, kickstand, bring it up to your calf, bring it up to your thigh if you want to. Take a breath. Hands, again, can be at your heart. They can reach out, they can reach up. Notice that left hip. Pull your left hip in towards the center. Right foot is pressing into the left leg, but that left leg is pressing back into your right foot. So they create a seal. Breathe. And then again, feel what's happening in your body. Try not to judge it. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no perfect here. It's just what it is today. If you can notice. And then when you feel ready, exhale, bring your hands to your heart, bring your knee back to center, and lower your leg. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, step your right foot back to center. Stay on the ball of your back foot. We're going to come all the way up, high lunge. Take your time. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts. Maybe a little bend in that back knee if that feels better. Notice how you feel in your lunge. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the floor or the blocks or whatever you got. Get long in your spine here. And then exhale, a little bend in that back knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. I have no idea how many we did on the first side. I just realized that. Let's do one more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And then exhale, step yourself back. Come back into your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling into your cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Open up your heart. Exhale, press yourself back. Either hips to heels for child's pose or all the way back into your downward facing dog. Listen to your body. What does it need today? Feel your hands. Feel the top of your head. And then on your next inhale, slowly take your time. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, get long here. Exhale, bring your back into the floor. Inhale, arms reach up. Open up. Exhale, hands come down. Step your left foot forward, come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Then exhale, hands come to heart. Then pause here, take a deep inhale. And a deep exhale. All right. One more balancing pose. Okay, so one more. So you can repeat either of the two that we just did. So toe on the floor, hug the knee in, or you can do a tree pose. Or if you're feeling like you want to, I'm going to do this one sideways so you can see it. You're going to shift your weight into your right foot. Left foot's going to pop up. You're going to reach back with your left hand and find your foot. If this does not work for your knee, go back to tree pose or the one before it where we hug the knee in. Tailbone's going to come down, low belly lifts. Heart opens up. You can stay here or inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. You can also do this at the wall. Be nice to yourself. And maybe start to shift it forward. So to shift it forward, you're pressing your foot into your hand and your hand back into your foot. It's a little back bend that happens here. Big dancer. That's the name of this one. Take a breath. And then inhale, come all the way up. Remember, you can do this at a wall too. It's helpful. Exhale, let it go. Good. Same other side. Shift your weight into your left foot. Right foot pops up. Remember, if you're doing any of the other variations, go for it. Tailbone lengthens down, knee lengthens down. So you have all this space in your front body. And then again, you can stay or reach your left arm up. Again, you can stay or you start to kick your back foot back into your hand, and you resist that a little bit with your hand. That's what's going to give you that opening. Then breathe. Very, very controlled. Breathe. It's important to be present in your body when we do these balancing poses. Just notice what happens for you. Take another breath, and then inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, release your right foot, release your left hand. Feel your feet on the floor, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, step your left foot back. This time we're going to anchor down your back heel. We're going to come up into warrior two. Both feet on the floor. Feels good, right? So feel your feet rooting down. Feel the crown of your head reaching up. And feel your fingertips in warrior two. Take a long deep breath here. And then inhale, take your left hand back to your left leg. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Proud warrior, lengthen it out. Again, feel that length all the way up through your fingertips. Feel your feet rooting down. Notice where you feel it in your body. And then inhale, come back into your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Let's move it into triangle pose. You're going to reach way forward with your right hand. Bring your right hand down, shin blocker floor. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Open up. Again, feel the space. Notice where you feel it. Remember, we're not trying to get into the deepest expression of the pose possible. Trying to notice, how does my body want to move today? Sometimes when we listen to our body, we actually come up out of it just a little bit. We can create more space. We can create more opening. We can send ourselves a little bit more love. Give yourself one more long deep breath. And then inhale, bend your front knee, come back into warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. And pop up onto the ball of your back foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, press it back, plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale to lower down. Really slowly, we're not blowing through this. Inhale into your cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Open up your heart. Exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Or child pose. Take a long deep breath here. Notice your inhale, notice your exhale. And then take your time on your inhale, step your left foot forward. Just follow your right, come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands into heart. So I said we were only doing one more, but let's do one more. Just to keep it even, we're going to do the same balancing poses that we did before. So you get to choose. Either knee hugs in, tree pose with your foot to the outside of your leg, or to the inside of your leg, I'm sorry. Or you bend your knee and catch your foot, or dancer. So tailbone lengthens down, low belly lifts. Remember, keep that left hip hugged in, or whatever foot's on the floor. I guess it didn't say this time. You choose. Inhale, reach your opposite arm up if you want to. And then exhale, kick your foot into your hand and your hand into your foot if you're moving into your dancer pose. If it knocks you off balance, just smile. Breathe. Notice. Notice your body. Notice your fingertips. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, let go of whatever you're working on. Shake out your leg. And one more time, this is it. So shift your weight into your opposite foot, whatever leg you did last time, shift your weight. Find your pose that you're doing. So try to keep it even. But if you got something going on in your knee, modify as you need to. Tailbone lengthens down, low belly lifts. Maybe reach your opposite arm up. Maybe kick your leg back. Remember to keep that standing foot, keep that hip hugging in towards center. So you're keeping yourself stepped, protecting your joint, protecting your hip. Take a long deep breath. Then inhale if you move to come back up. Exhale, whatever you got going on, let it go. And inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, dive forward, forward, forward. Feel your feet grounding down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your right foot back this time. Anchored on your back heel, we're coming up warrior two. Arms come out into a T. Front heel is going to line up with the arch of your back foot. Take a long, deep breath here. Again, feel your fingertips. Feel the crown of your head. Feel the tip of your nose. Feel the bottoms of your feet. And then inhale, take your right hand back to your right leg. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Keep bending that left knee right on top of your ankle. Feel that length. Feel the space you are creating in your body. And then inhale, come back into your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Good, reach way forward with your left hand. Bring your left hand down. Shin blocker floor. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Triangle pose. Long, deep breaths here. Again, making space so you can take up as much space as possible in this pose. Allow your body to take up space. Allow yourself to take up space. And then on your next inhale, bend your front knee, come back into your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. Let's step it back, come back into your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into your cobra, roll your shoulders back, open up your heart. Exhale, press yourself back, down dog or hips to heels for child's pose. Breathe. And then when you're ready, lower your knees down to the floor if you're up. We're going to make our way right back onto our backs. So go there, right back onto your back. You're going to bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. And move through a couple rounds of bridge. So feet are going to be hip width apart. If you reach down, you should be able to tickle your heels. So they're that close to you. Everybody's arms are a different length though. So just, modify as you need to. And then when you feel ready, you're going to press into your feet. Lift your hips. Come up into your bridge. Maybe walk your shoulders underneath you a little bit so you're creating more space. And breathe. Feel the opening in your front body. Feel all the space you're creating. And see if you can feel your whole body. Your whole body. And then exhale, release and lower down. Take just a moment here. Allow your hips a moment to settle. And then again, inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way back up. Back into your bridge. Again, if you like to walk your shoulders underneath you, go for it. If you like to interlace your fingers behind your back or grab the edges of your sticky mat or just let your hands hang. Take a deep breath into your entire body. And then exhale, release and lower down. And again, give yourself just a moment to settle. We're just going to do one more. Not lying this time. Just one more. The last one, when you're ready, press into your feet. Lift your hips. Come back into your bridge. Any variations you want to take with your arms. Feel the space. Feel your feet. Take a deep breath into your whole body. And then exhale, release and lower down. And from here, bring your knees up into your chest slowly. Roll all the way over onto your right or left side and use your hands to come up. Good. Here we go. So from here, take your feet out in front of you. And if you feel like I'm rushing it, just take your time. Take your feet out in front of you. And then you're going to bring your right knee in towards your chest. So you're going to hug your right knee in here. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, bring your right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. So feel that space in your spine, and then we're going to twist. So either hug your right knee in, or you can bring your elbow to the outside of that thigh if that feels okay for you. Breathe. But again, don't force it. Don't go so far that you feel like you can't breathe or you feel like you're collapsing. Just go so far that it feels good. Feel like you're taking up as much space as you can. Expansive. Opening. allowing space for the energy to flow through your entire body. All that energy you're creating. Inhale, come back to center. Then you're going to take your right knee, let it fall over to the right. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Make sure you're sitting up on both of your sit bones. Flex your left foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine here. And then exhale, walk your hands forward. Come into your forward fold. Grab your foot, hands to the shins or to the floor. Doesn't matter. Again, you're not forcing it. We're not going so far that you feel like, or I can't breathe here. You're just going so far that you feel the sensation. You may feel it in the lower side of your, the lower right side of your back, or even in your right hip. You may feel it in the back of the left leg. You may feel it somewhere else. Just notice. Long, deep breaths. Notice the sensation in your body. And then when we notice sensation, we have this ability to dive deeper if you want to. And think about, where does the sensation come from? Usually it comes from tension. And where does the tension come from in our lives? Where do we have tension? What is tension? Take one more long deep breath here. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Good. And then from here, you're going to straighten your right leg. Square off your hips. Same thing, other side. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. So left foot's on the floor. You're going to take your left hand behind you. Sit up really super tall. Inhale, right arm reaches up. So you're making space. And then exhale, we're going to twist into that space. So either, again, hug that knee in or bring your elbows to the outside of your thigh and twist. But again, only choose the one that feels best to you. And breathe. Notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Keep your right foot flexed. Feel the crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. And then inhale, come back to center. You're going to take your left knee, let it fall over to the left. Left foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, again, begin to fold. Hands again can come to the floor. They can come to the shin. They can come to your foot. But remember, grabbing the foot isn't the ultimate goal. The goal is just to notice. Feel the sensation. And allow for some softening. The release of that tension. Can you allow the tension to release even just a little bit? Even if it's just a tiny, tiny little bit. And then when you feel ready, inhale, come all the way back up. Take your time. Bring your left foot out in front of you. Make sure, again, you're sitting right on top of your sit bones. Inhale, reach your both arms up towards the ceiling. Lengthen out. Remember, your knees can be bent here or straight, doesn't matter. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Once you get there, inhale, lengthen your spine just a little bit. Lengthen. Exhale again and fold. Hands are wherever they fall. See if you can soften your face. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Notice your breath. So through our standing sequences, we did a lot of balance. So a lot of the noticing was noticing the nuance of the balance being present in our body so we didn't fall over. But in our seated sequences, we're really, really grounded. Have this ability to, now we are supported. So now we can go inside and notice what's going on without the fear of falling over. And so we can really explore what's happening in our body. and see what happens. Notice how your mind reacts to the sensations, the shape, to what's going on. And then take your time on your inhale, come all the way back up. Then from here, make your way all the way back onto your back. Once you get there, hug your knees in toward your chest, rock and roll around a little bit. And then coming back to center, keep your right knee hugged in, take your left leg flat on the floor. And then from here, we're gonna twist. So you're gonna take your right knee over to the left. Right arm opens out to the right. Left hand can stay on your knee or it can open up. Just choose the one that feels best. Notice where you feel it. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. A lot of the times when I'm teaching in person, people ask, where should I feel it? And it's a valid question, especially if you're trying to figure out, little nuances in the pose. But sometimes without all of the alignment and without all of those, without all of those little cues, if you just go inside and notice where your body automatically feels it when you move into your shape, you can learn a lot. Notice. And then inhale, bring your knee back to center. Exhale, release your right leg down, back to center, and then bring your left knee in towards your chest. So square everything off. And then from here, we're going to take your right knee over to the right. Left arm opens up to the left. You can turn and look over your left shoulder, or you can turn your head a different way. Breathe. Notice. And then again, take your time. Inhale, bring your knee back to center. And exhale, release your left leg. And from here, we're going to move into our final relaxation. So give yourself a few moments here. Try not to skip this part. It's the best. If you have the time, it's the best. So just allow yourself a few moments. Maybe wiggle your feet in and out so you feel really loosey-goosey in your legs. And then let your feet just drop. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. You can do the same with your hands. Maybe open and close your hands a couple times. And then just let them drop. See if you can soften your eyes or you can close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Feel your face soften. Feel the crown of your head. Feel your jaw. And for the next few minutes, allow yourself just to be, nowhere to go, just be. And please stay here for as long as you have or as long as you can. When you are ready, I'm going to start by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe stretch your arms up overhead, reaching out through your fingers, reaching down through your toes, get really long. And then exhale, take your time. You're going to bring your knees up into your chest. Slowly roll all the way over onto your right or left side. And again, take your time. Use your hands to come all the way up to seated. Finding your comfortable seat. And eyes can stay closed or you can soften your gaze. For a moment, bring your hands to your heart, sealing in your practice. Remembering that this body of yours is your vessel for this life. It gets you through every single day. And you're a team. Work together. Even though sometimes, at least for me, sometimes you feel totally separate. Finding this place of unity, of union with your mind, with your body, can be so, so healing. Knowing that always working together. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight, and I will be back on Wednesday at 5:30. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Thank you.